Welcome, everybody, to New Orleans and the iconic Caesars Superdome, the long-term home of the All-State Sugar Bowl, which this year, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. We'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 4 seed in this playoff, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the number 8 seed in the playoff, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. Begin with a quick throw to the left. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
Well, defending this guy, you need more than one defender. You really got to stress rallying to the football because this guy can make people miss.
Here's the second down play. The shotgun running play call. The game is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Back to pass. It's Kromenhoek. The junior quarterback fortunate to avoid the turnover there.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
And he'll drop back here on third down. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. And the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
The Seminoles will bring their punt team on the field now. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Ball handed off. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held it just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Has the first, still on the move. And they finally make the stop, but a huge gain. Moves the ball into enemy territory, down at the 49. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Dropping back, it's Barnett. Throws it to the right. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Just excellent execution here by the offense. They've set themselves up nicely now into the red zone to see if they can come up with a touchdown.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Trying to run it. It's Haynes. Brought down at the 3. That was a solid run. The offense sets up in scoring position with a new set of downs. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. Here comes the point after attempt.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back. But the continuity of this offensive line was on display. And that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hill. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touch better. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? Pressure is coming. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Of course, there's another sack by a Clemson defender. And, you know, so often in football we get so caught up in the quarterbacks and the spread looks and the big explosive plays on offense. But you think about where Clemson's been for the last 10 or 12 years, I think their defense deserves as much credit as guys like Trevor Lawrence and Deshaun Watson. This defense has gone to a different level, and that's why they're a national contender every single year.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Scanning the field, it's Kromenhoek. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
4th down. He's throwing for it. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Tackled after a short return to the 23. Nice play by this defense.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive and ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
Snags the quick throw. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. It's an out route. The catch made. Touchdown, Tigers. Strong game by this quarterback. That's just nice execution. Quarterback and receiver Kirk perfectly in sync that time.
Yeah, you can see why route running is one of the most underrated attributes of a receiver. It's easy to get caught up on their ability to catch or their vertical or their speed, but nothing substitutes for someone who can create separation like this before the ball's even thrown.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Bringing it out. It's Hill. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. And this offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Second down after that run on the previous play. And the wideout goes in motion. Jet sweep, receiver trying to find some room. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Hey, they gave up some yards here, but man, that's a pretty good job by this defense against a jet sweep. You see who was carrying the ball there? He can fly. I would argue he's the fastest guy on the field. So you don't give up the big play. You give up a few yards. I think that's a win for the defense.
Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Here's a gamble. Head coach keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. Trying for a fourth down completion. It's a highlight reel diving catch there.
Well, that's exactly when you want to go to your literal slot receiver, right? He gets a one-on-one matchup on fourth down, has all that room to work with in the middle of the field, get him the football on fourth down, come up with the conversion, keep those sticks moving.
They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
Well, that's their second sack already in this game right now. And this offensive coordinator, he's going to have to come up with some changes in pass pro. Keep a tight end in, roll the quarterback out, anything they can do to help him out. Otherwise, this poor guy's going to spend his entire playoff experience on his back.
So it's third and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Quarterback pre-snap adjustment snap for this defense. Looking to throw it on third and very long. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You've got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
The coverage team makes the stop on this return. Clemson offense is back out there. They really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. And the defense makes some adjustments. Come up with a stop here. Breaks loose at the 45. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Clemson.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
And the extra point was up and good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hill. And he's tackled at the 21. That's when the drive will start. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
We go backwards on first down, so it's second and long from the 19. Ball handed off. And they're able to get him down. So a very makeable third down for the offense with a 29. Now they'll run it on the toss. Fighting off the defender. Sophomore brought down after a nice run.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
They go with a direct snap. And they'll stop him short of the line of game. The Knowles come up to the line in the hurry-up. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking to pass. It's Kromenhoek. He's looking to scramble. Gets loose, able to scramble for a solid gain. So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. Offense trying to move into scoring position if they can convert third and short here from the 50. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They make the stop just short of the mark, which is going to be 4th down and inches. And the Seminoles will come to the line, looking to keep the drive going on 4th down. And the quarterback just sneaks it. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks.
How about the tall man there getting the first down on 4th down and short? Good job and a good call by the offensive coordinator. Hey, when he's got that kind of length, it's pretty easy for him to find a crease and get up into the air and get that first down.
Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking to scramble now. That's a nice scramble there, a big gain, but not enough for the first down.
Well, that's a big-time scramble by that quarterback. My gosh, if you're the defensive coordinator, you got to be scratching your head. Get him at 2nd and forever. You take away everything downfield, and this guy picks up these yards by running the ball. Now, it's 3rd down. You better make up for it right here.
That's caught. It's Humphreys. The ball is loose. Recovery by the defense, headed the other way. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? And they'll finally bring him down after a huge... Defense doesn't just get the takeaway. They set the offense up in great field position. Using that challenge, a smart move by the head coach as the officials overturn the previous ruling on the field. This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Humphreys. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Tell you, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
And he's brought down there. And the Knowles looking to run some tempo here. Try and muscle for the first down. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the receiving team has to recover. Looks like the hands team did its job.
Trying an onside to start the 3rd with the lead? It's, I guess, a bold strategy. Now we'll see if it comes back to bite them.
Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They get the second half started with their running play. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to 30.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. Nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead. You keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. An inside give now from the shotgun. He's got room looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. That's another touchdown for this running back. They can't stop him. Great performance in this playoff game.
Yeah, this is going to be a performance we're going to be talking about for a long time. I just love watching because he's doing it in so many different ways. We've seen speed. We've seen his physicality. He's breaking tackles. Boy, just an absolute dream scenario, as you said.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Bringing it out. It's Hill. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He shreds the tackle. Gets loose now and heads downfield. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. What an electric play. Suddenly, they've moved into scoring position down to the 24.
I really love the way more and more offenses are using the receiver in motion pre-snap. Give him a chance to get the football with a couple blockers in front of him. He's got all that speed built up. You get the ball in his hands, and you better look out. He could be off to...
He cannot escape defense with a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he's down at the 3-yard line. The Seminoles looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to pass. It's Htownrida832. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
Ball carrier wrapped up and brought down. Needing a score badly, likely pull-down territory. Here comes third and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Knowles. Kicking team out for the PAT try.
A little bit surprised here, Chris. I thought they might put the ball in the air here on third and goal, but instead they run the football, keep it on the ground, and they get the touchdown.
I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. It's their first timeout. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? Opening play of the drive, quick throw to the left. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. An effective play, good for a first down at the 35. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for. Now it's second down here. Back to throw. It's Barnett. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. That's reeled in. It's Brown. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. 4th down and 2 in their own territory. Coach shows no hesitation. The offense is on the field. Looking to throw yet again. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going. The Tigers pick up enough yardage to move the sticks.
4-2 Spider. Alert.
Keeping it on the ground here. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
And here's the handoff. Touchdown, Clemson. And this one is getting ugly. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good. Now it's a 4-touchdown lead, 35-7. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Not an ideal kickoff as it heads out of bounds. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. This line getting set up. It's a first down play.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Looking downfield. It's Kromenhoek. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Chris, it's funny. I think this quarterback underestimated the athletic ability of this linebacker. He sees zone right away. He's thinking he's got some underneath windows and opportunities to get the ball to his skill guys. But this linebacker steps in front of it and makes a heck of a play.
Set. Hut. Lizzie.
On the run, it's Humphreys. He's found some room at the 45. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
I really feel that this quarterback is rattled. At this point, he's already been sacked a number of times. I think it's affecting his timing with his receivers.
Time for one more play here in the quarter.
Lasso.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. With the catch, it's Hill. Ball carrier brought down. What is the final play of this 3rd quarter? So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down.
Easy.
Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And it's complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
325.
To the air, it's Cromenhoek. Dump ball's caught by the running back. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long.
Cut it.
Back to throw again. Caught near the goal line. Tackled after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line. The Knowles will crank up the tempo. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now. So it's 1st and 10 inside the 5. How does the coaching staff play this? Do they run the ball to get some breathing room, or will they trust the QB and be more aggressive here? And they'll keep it on the ground trying to run some clock. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fit, staying holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
The sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. The pocket breaking down. And they get him down, but that's a solid game there to move the sticks using his feet.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back.
He's going for a big play downfield. They lost the receiver down there. He's got it for a big game. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? Touchdown, Tigers. To stretch the lead, the route is on. The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hill. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Defense got a big 4th down stop in the last possession. Let's see what happens here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
And I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right. But that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
Gets rid of it on the move. And this time it's complete. And the game just good enough for a first down. And the Seminoles come to the line to run the hurry-up. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Back to pass. It's Kromenhoek. And he's going to fire this one deep down the middle. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Forced out of bounds after a big game. This offense set up with a first down.
I love the crossing route because whether you play zone or man, it puts a lot of pressure on the defense. If it's zone, you can find a nice bubble in that zone coverage and put the ball on the money. If it's man, the receiver can run away from the defender. Love to see this receiver putting up yards after the catch. He shows how valuable he really is.
And the Noles trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
So just 1 for 3 in red zone trips so far. They come up on 2nd and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, they're just not successful here on 2nd and goal. But let's give a lot of credit to this defense. They've looked good on these first 2 opportunities by the offense. They strung that last play out and forced a loss of yardage, bringing up 3rd down.
3rd down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. And that's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. Now it's 3rd down and goal for the offense.
Spider.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And they've got him. Down big in the 4th quarter. Might as well go for it here. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Florida State.
Love this never-say-die attitude from this quarterback. He's still slinging it out there. This game's out of reach, but this guy's still putting the ball in the air, and this one's a touchdown.
On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And he makes it into the end zone to cut this lead a little more. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery.
Boys, a great job by the hands team. Expecting the onside kick in position. They were dialed in and pounced on the football.
Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Tackled at the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite get in, but an excellent run.
Man, now that is a running back's dream. I don't think the guy got touched until he got taken to the ground. Just excellent blocking. There's no way he had to make miss or use his stiff arm. Just a lot of open field.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. 2nd and goal. Look at this. They come out in a 5-wide formation. To throw, it's Barnett. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack. The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on 3rd and goal. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Touchdown, Clemson. And the beatdown continues. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. Now they get set to kick it away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield.
Here we go.
First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. And it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining to play.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more